started. Anyone want to come up and solve one of the four? I don't care which one you do. You just got to do one of the four. Emily, go ahead. You're first up, so you get to pick which one you want to do. And if you want to show your answer, you can. Hopefully by now we remember how we got those. Which one is she going to do? Ooh, with a mean. How'd you get that?
I added up all the numbers.
Yeah, you got what?
20.
Alright.
And then I divided it by 4.
What four? There's 5 things.
Oh no, it is 4.
The answer's 4. Very good.
Yeah, on the bottom.
That's your question too.
If you were quick enough to catch that, yes. Very good. Alright, there's 3 left. Which means we need 3 more people. A guide, please. Alex is the only one. Okay. Okay. Let's see that. Oh, range. And Alex, again, how'd you get the range again?
You minus the lowest number.
From the biggest one. So 6 minus 5. Very good. Okay, lady, please. Taya, go ahead. And 2 left. 6 is the biggest number, but remember which one appears the most?
Oh, 4.
4. Because 4 is up there twice, and everyone else is up there twice. Okay, very good. Last one, median. Some gentleman, please. Logan. Okay, 6 is in the middle. Remember we said you must always arrange them from smallest to largest. So if you arrange those from smallest to largest, what's really in the middle? Far one. There you go. So if you arrange those from smallest to largest,
Hey, I know you erased
then what's in the middle? 6 won't be in the middle anymore because it's the largest. If you have to write the numbers out, 1, 4, 4, so on and so on, go ahead and do that. Well, it can't be 3 because there's no. There's going to be a number right in the middle.
Number from the smallest to largest.
Yep.
You just erased the range.
Number from smallest to largest, put them in order real quick. You can write right on top of the graph.
Smallest to largest, so 1 to 6.
Yep. So 1, 4, oh, there's no 2. 1, 4. 1, 4, 4. Guys, there's 2 4s, sir.
That's like erased.
5, and now which one's in the middle?
4.
That's the median. Very good. Okay, now next thing is what we did yesterday where you were given a mean and said there are 5 categories or 5 households, whatever, and you had to give me numbers that would work. So does anyone have a set of data that would also give you a mean of 4 but is different than 6, 5, 4, 4, and 1? Pleasure.
5, 6, 2, 6.
And what? And 1? Okay. Does that work? Yes or no? Olivia, does that work? How do you know? We talked about yesterday, you know, you can look at a set of data and go, oh, this will give you a mean of 3. Real easy by doing what? Well, I guess the mean of 4 today. How do we know if that works or not? Anyone else want to help her out? We talked about this yesterday. Bella, what do you got? How do we know if it works or not? Very good. So it must add up to 20. And does anyone remember why they have to add up for 20 in this case? Mason and the both have orange on? Because of the 5 groups, and you have to have an average of 4, which means that it has to add up to 20. Okay, if they were all the same number again, anyone remember what that number would be if all 5 categories were exactly the same? 4, very good. Okay. In this case, does anyone know what's the largest category you could have? Like, what's the most people that would like a certain category?
16.
What do you think?
16.
No. It's not like households. You could have 0 people like something, right? I could say I hate all those besides this one. Alex? 20. You could have 20 and all the rest zeros and still have a mean of 4, which seems kind of weird. Okay, question. What would happen if I changed this 1 into a 2? What would happen to my mean then? Would it get bigger or would the mean get smaller than 4? If I changed one of those values and went up, made it bigger, would my mean go up bigger than 4 or is it going to get less than 4? Maybe it will stay 4, I'm not sure. What do you think, Jacob? So it's going to be less than 4? Right? Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Anyone else think they know something and maybe why? Elijah?
Because 21.
So it's going to be bigger or less than 4?
It's gonna be less.
Less than 4? How many people think less than? Raise your hand. How many think the same is it's going to be 4 again exactly? How many, so then obviously let's see the short hands that think it's going to be bigger. If those of you who don't raise your hand. Okay, Landon, why do you say bigger, sir? I don't know. It doesn't work. Try again. Why'd you pick bigger? Don't shrug your shoulders. You picked it for a reason. Why'd you pick it? What made you think it's going to be bigger? Someone tell you? Does your friends raise their hands? Yeah, then why'd you pick it? I don't know. It doesn't work. Try again. Nothing. You always do something for a reason. Whether it's because someone else did it or told you to or something, but why'd you pick it bigger? I need an answer. And I don't know, it doesn't work. You just guessed. Okay, that's an answer. That'll work. Not a good answer, but it'll work. Okay? Someone else have maybe more of a mathematical reason why they think it'll be bigger. Richard, what do you think? Huh? Speak up, please. So that it equals 21. So if you're dividing 21 by 5, is that going to be a bigger number or a smaller number than 4? If you divided 20 by smaller, bigger? Still not sure? Maybe some of you need to calculate that with a calculator right now. Instead of doing 20 divided by 5, now you're doing 21. Some of you know it. Some of you don't have to calculate it. Some of you actually need to because you're not sure. You get a number bigger or smaller than 4. What do you get, Kylie?
I don't
Bigger or smaller than 4? Bigger.
because if it would have to be more than 4 because if it's 5 times 4, it's still going to be 20 again. So it has to be.
Very good. Okay, it must be bigger. All right. Now, here's what you're going to be working on today. And what we don't get done is going to actually be your homework tonight because I didn't have time to make it. So what we don't get done is your homework. So on the sheet of paper, you'll see it's basically this page. It has all those, oops. It has all those prices, and all these are prices of what? Each one of these numbers is the price of a what? Skateboard. So you can see this store I would say has a lot more cheaper skateboards than like Store D, right? Store D's are pretty expensive. Okay, maybe. So here's what you're gonna have to do. You'll notice, okay? One of the things you're gonna have to do on the bottom of that page, it gives you another little table, and it says new stock price and store A. So what you're gonna do with that is you're gonna look at store A's, and the first thing you're gonna have to do is find the median and mean of each of these stores. So if you want to do them on the side here, the back, there's quite a bit of blank space. You can do it down there too. And you may use a calculator, right? But you must find the mean and median of all 4 stores. Okay, because here's how it's going to change them. Okay. In V, and that's what this bottom table is for, they're going to add a new price into the mix. So all these prices are going to stay the same in store A, but now they're going to add for the first one, a $200 skateboard. Okay, so if you're adding a lot more expensive skateboard, you're going to have to find out what's going to happen to the mean and median. And I'll tell you right now, one might change more than the other. Okay? And median, remember, in order to find the median, what do you have to make sure all the numbers are? In what? In order. So if I was you, I'd take all these numbers in store A and write them all in order, maybe on the bottom, because then you just have to add those certain numbers, these numbers there. Okay? Let's see, anything else? And just as an FYI, each one of these values is getting added to it. So after you do the 200, you're keeping the 200 in that data, and now you're just adding the 180. And then once you do those 2, you're adding a third one. So it's not like you do each of these and disregard the one above it. Every line you're adding a new dollar amount. Does that make sense? Yes? Does that make sense? So when I do the 200, I leave that with the data and include that when I do the 180. And include those 2 when I do the next 180, and so on and so on. Okay, Emily? Okay, a question. That was your question. Okay, this is quite, I would say, kind of long actually. It is 3 pages. It's an A and a B, a C and a D, and an E. Okay? What we don't get done is your homework tonight. If you do get it all done today in class, then you don't have anything tonight. Okay? I don't care if you work with partners, but like I said, if you don't get it done, that's going to be your homework tonight. So it's your choice if you want to work with someone, or you don't have to work with someone if you don't want to. Okay? Sound good?
Yes.
It's on page 42 is what it starts on. So page 42 to 44. Okay, I'm going to be walking around checking up. You may get started. Yes, sir. You're done. That's it. You may use the bathroom, sir. Well, first thing you have to do is find the mean and median of each store. And remember to do the median, you probably have to put them in order. Where were you yesterday? For a while. Was it okay? I said you made it calculator today. Most times I just put it all in order. Every one of these numbers has to make 4 less because we have 4 different stores. So you put all these numbers in order. Smallest to biggest. First number. It's a good idea. You might want to do a look at it next time and just write them straight down. You don't gotta go all the way across the paper. Oh, play with. That's digital. Okay, so they are a toy. You should have toys in school. I don't care about everything says. And if you're working with a group, you can feel free to break up each store. Maybe someone does store A and someone does store B. Like, okay, break up first. Yeah, you guys doing okay over there?
Yes, we're doing slime to it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I like to do that because then that'll make the feed much easier. You have one too? You have it too right now?
Yes.
Let me see it.
I can have it out.
What on the top there? You added them up? Yeah. Huh? You added it up? How many numbers are there? So you need to look at divide by.
17.
Maybe before you divide, Alex will add hers up and see if you guys agree. See, you'll hear the timer. So what do you think it's gonna be? Here you go. That's why I asked you that. You don't write that there yet, that's when you do the 200. So for right now, you just want to put your answer over here on the side or something. But that's for when you get 200 to the list. So right now, that's 50. That's not 50, is it? It's 5.
Yeah.
I did it backwards. So I look at feel free to break the scores up, so someone does A and someone does B, and so, yes, ladies and ladies.
Just making sure this was right.
Looks good, and you never have to write that many decimals. You just have to do two. Just two is fine.
I asked.
Did you add 1,000? Oh, the 200?
Yeah, but I didn't add.
Okay, well, you don't want to add the 200 yet. You can do that, but you need to know what it started at. So you need to know what it started at. Because then you'll add the 200 on and then see if it changed. So write that number down, 1073, so you don't have to add them all up. So just write down up here or something so you know what the number is. Okay, but now you got to minus 200 from that. So take 873 divided by how many numbers you have. That'll be your starting point. So take 873 divided by 18. What do you get? Where do you go again? Okay, so go ahead and write that in the mean, just on the side. Now you can do it with the 200. So now you're going to take that number, but you're not going to divide it by 18 anymore, because how many numbers do you have now? You're including the 200. You have 19, so you're going to take that number divided by 19. Now you can start filling in this table, because now it's going to want you to see how it changes. You know? Now you can start running with the table. You want to go two numbers after the decimal. That's fine. Okay. So it went up quite a bit, isn't it? Okay. So now you're doing the same thing again. That's what you had when you had the 200, right? So now what number you can think you're going to add to that? 180. And then now instead of dividing by 19, you're going to divide by 20. And now you're going to see if it keeps going up or not. Do you think it's going to go up again? Now you has a 180 to it. Always write that down, because then the next time you're going to take that number and add another 180 to it, and the new number and add 160 and so on. Does that make sense? So you're going to want to take that number and divide it by what did we say again? 20. Very good. Got them all in order? Now which number's in the middle? Here we go up again. Does that make sense? It's going up? Aren't you adding bigger numbers every time? What do you think it would happen if you added? What do you think if you added a small number? Do you think it'd go down then? Okay, so now do the same thing again. You gotta add 180 to what? And divide it by, instead of 20, divide it by 21. Okay. So that's your mean. You have to make a little table over here. You get your mean, median. So 50 is your median. Now you gotta find the mean. Remember how to find the mean? Look in your notes. If not, look it up online. Try to do all of it. I'm gonna give you all class to work on it probably, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Going up again, so. Alex, give her a head. I help you. You help her. And instead of divided by 18, you divide by 19. It's not your 19 numbers. Still going up. Still going up. Yes. Measures of center. Remember, we said the median and mean are both measures of center because there's different ways of measuring the center of the data. No. So, how is the measure of center dot plot related? So, what was your measure of center for these guys? Was it something? I don't remember. 51 and 64 roughly. Isn't that where most of the data is located? So you could say something like that. The measures of center show up on a dot plot because that's where most of the data is located, is that center. Mean. Huh? You need to find the mean. M-E-A-N. That's not your Chromebook. Why isn't yours working? Is your Chromebook charged?
Oh, yeah.
You should go plug it in the car and see if it's good for the You didn't have to do that. Overachievers. Nice job.
And then when nobody
Yes. You will have to do it for story 8.
Okay.
So if you want to just do it for story right away.
Okay.
And then you remember how I explained this part, right?
Yeah.
This is for B. And you guys don't have to do B1. You don't have to make a dot plot again.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do B1. You didn't bring your permission slip today, did you, Clayton? Did you even take it home yet? Are you gonna take it home? Huh? You know what it's due?
Yeah.
Today is Tuesday.
I don't think these four. Yeah, what are we supposed to do all of them?
I wanted to. You don't have to do it. You just make a line. Oh, make sure it counts.
Oh, wait, no, that's not. That's right.
You don't have to do B1 or B3. You don't have to do B1 or B3. You guys know.
Yeah.
I'm playing right now.
Wait, is that the
What do you have to do first?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to find the mean. Sorry. You have to use this step. First thing. You have to find the mean and median. You know, you do not have to make it that fun. So you're gonna have to list all these numbers here in order, from smallest to largest, to find the median. And then the mean, what do you have to do with all those numbers right here? You have to add them all up and then divide by how many numbers you have.
Oh my gosh. He looks like
Your pants are white. It's dark blue. Well, sorry.
I just got that one.
Sorry.
I just got this last night. It's stolen. It's 50 and a half. For the second year. You're gonna tell your friend about it. I didn't pay for it, but still. Isn't that new school where the students are go up. Dude, what happened? What is this paper? Allergies,
You guys have 5 minutes left.
I can't remember what I was
Wait,
doing.
it's not 5 minutes.
Where'd Kalina go?
We have more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, we have 15 minutes.
Did she really?
She said it. She went to the bathroom. Because she said that you weren't in the room. I told her this.
Did she really?
Yeah, she just
I told her that you were in
She only went to the bathroom because she's the
Wait,
she goes to the bathroom. Okay, guys, but they didn't have my kids like anymore. Still wait, that and I keep forgetting what oh, we never really
Which one are you guys on, boys? You got it? You what?
I can't hear the one.
There's only 2
I
questions.
saw it going on. Okay, well,
We get all of them.
yeah.
Almost killed it.
So,
Lena, where'd you go? You didn't ask. You know where I was.
I told you he was.
Goldfish
are smart.
Don't lie.
Mr. Stitcher, goldfish are smart for this book.
What?
Goldfish are smart too.
I do love to eat goldfish. Oh, yeah. That's coming up, isn't it? Or did we pass that? No, that's coming up. That's tomorrow.
Yay, fishy! What is tomorrow? Last is fishy.
Guess what?
Yeah, okay. I was at
Start putting on soup and I don't get that.
My brother's like,
You're going to go around for that season when you go down to
Dude, for first one, medium and medium is 5. It says it right here.
Dude, we'll be able to get through this whole book. Yeah.
Oh,
And we'll have to do the test of this. This is the first year we're gonna actually get through the whole book, be able to take all the tests.
yay!
Are you proud of us?
no, we worked so hard.
Well, it helps because we
What
did
about
the
Jonah? Did Jonah get through the book?
we did the first part of the book
And then
before we did the state test.
oh yeah, we
Because we did mean, median, mode, so I skipped that part.
last year we did it because the school ended early.
Yeah, that one that year I didn't quite get through nearly as much as I did.
Jonah.
Oh, we do have end of the year tests of everything we learned.
I know
Sixth
you were
grade. That's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I really got it.
I remember on Friday we did such a test. And we just really did that.
Okay, try that way. Okay, I just.
See, that month is done.
Wait, you have to do the median now? I already did all that.
Okay.
Just.
Oh my gosh. You were just sticking your nose.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's gross. Hey, my dad told me last night. He said if you eat your food, there's a fact book at this school. But I'm never doing it ever.
I was literally doing this. That makes no sense. Just try not to.
Now this is big. Oh, I got some. Oh, God.
Wow.
Alex wants me to say that.
Yeah.
You're not.
Why do people even think their nose is gross? I like people that shake it.
Still got much money? No.
Unless they think it's
What are you doing? Come on, what?
Five Clorox white.
Yeah.
What? Dude, I'm not good. What are you staring at? What if people like pick their noses like these? Ew! Ew! There you go. And then he goes.
Have you seen that?
Okay, get back to your seats. Some of you are gonna have quite a bit of homework tonight. Remember I said what you don't get done is gonna be your homework. You got there? They're 15 minutes. Seriously? I think you were the nominee, but I think you were all the way there. And then I drive all the way back. So president, still, it's for the principal of it. And then the worst part is like Eau Claire schools, like they don't take the buses when they get back to the school. The parents have to take buses, they're all in Eau Claire. So there's 300 kids waiting in the school for their parents to come pick them up. It's a mess. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Store A. Okay. Elliot.
What should you have out right now?
That table. That piece.
I'm going over the answers.
Okay, we're going to go over some of these, not all of them. Alright? Because I want you to finish up today's homework. So, first thing you had to do is mean and median for these stores, right? So we're just going to do store A. In order to find the median, what did you have to do first, the median? What did you have to do first? If you did not do this, I guarantee you got it wrong. Okay? So in order to find the median, you had to do what first, Landon? Put them all in order. I don't care if you go biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest. Either way, it'll work. Okay? So once you put them in order, what did you get for the median? Richard, what did you get for the median for store A when you put them all in order? What was the middle number when you put them? 50. Very good. So that was the median. Back to the mean again. Can someone tell me how you find the mean for these? Alex Carey? How do you find the mean again? We gotta do one thing before that first. Well, we're not at that 200 one yet. Okay, we're just at just store A, the original.
So what do you do?
What'd you do with all them numbers? What'd you do with all these? So instead of count them, we can say add them. Okay, Alex, after you add these all up, remember I said you could use a calculator today. What'd you do then? 873. Remember, that's when you added the 200. That's for the next part. And what'd you do with that 873 then?
No.
Wait,
Alina, you had your hand up, honey. After you add all those up, what are you down to? By what? What am I dividing it by? Yeah, but I'm dividing 873 by what?
Yeah.
What am I dividing by? Huh? 50 or 15?
50.
Where'd you get 15
I
from?
mean, no, 50, sorry.
Where'd you get? You got the dividing by.
Olivia, help them out. 18, and where'd you get the 18 from? Bless you.
Also.
That's how many numbers there were.
I think you do it.
Okay.
Got it.
And you should have got like a big long decimal, right? Okay, what was it? I don't need the whole decimal, just 50, what is it? Yeah. 48.5. Good. Okay, so that wasn't a lot of it. Now, here's the thing where it got tricky today. They asked you what would happen if you added another value to that data. So I'm going to erase this little part here. On that second table at the bottom of your sheet, that's what that was for. They now said, okay, they're going to carry a skateboard now that costs $200. How's that going to change the data? Okay, so who thinks, is the mean going to go up now that we added a skateboard that's $200, or is it going to go down? Those of you who did it, actually, you probably should know. Really, what's going to happen to you then? It's going to go up. Why do you think it's going to go up?
Because we got a number for the median sometimes will say it's 50 when you count it.
So because there's a lot of 50s, you're saying?
Yeah, although with the median, you add like all I did was add 200 of the 873.
That's what you girls did. That's what you were talking about, Alex. You added the 200 on the 873.
And that's divided by 19. You're adding on another.
Very good. I'm glad you didn't divide by 18 because you added another number. Nice job. And what'd you get when you did that, Bailey? What was the new number?
It's 6.47.
So it went from 48.5 to 56.7 roughly? Wow. That went up like 10? 8-ish? That's quite a bit. So here's what you have to get done tonight. That little table on the bottom. You must have that done. Okay, when you walk in the door tomorrow. Remember, we just kind of talked about that one. You add the 200. And then I think the next one is you're adding a 180. and then another 180, right? And then I don't remember the three numbers after that.
That's the only thing we have to do.
Okay, you must get that done, and you must get E done. And there's only 2 questions for E. Okay, so you must get that table done on the bottom and question E. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to walk around and make sure you have it done. Obviously, if you can't talk about it, that's telling me you did not do it. Okay. Does that sound good? One of my questions I'm going to ask you tomorrow is this, though. Instead of adding a big number like 200, what's going to happen if I added a small number like 20 or 15? How would that change it? Okay? We'll see you tomorrow. Need a pencil today?
No, I have them, but
Oh. You had work done from yesterday? You had that work done yesterday during lunch? The one I told you that you didn't do it all during class? You get that done or no? I'll take that as a no. So then you'll go there today again. He knows that you should be there.
Sharon.
Done? These are extra credit. The only thing you have to do is graph that, yeah. Oh, you didn't get this done. So I'm gonna give you a new problem for that. What's up? Yes. So if I add a middle, yeah. But make sure you put the numbers from smallest to largest, and then do it. Well, there could be a number that's not on the data. Because let's say there's 2 numbers in the middle, right? Because there's not always just one number in the middle. Sometimes there's 2 numbers. Let's say it's a 4 and a 6, right? Those are your 2 numbers in the middle. The median would actually be 5 then, because that's right in between 4 and 6. So I'll show you an example like that tomorrow. That really you didn't want the table done on the bottom? Then yeah, just
Wait, so we don't have to wait. Sorry, I got confused when we were.
Now remember, that's center, where should that be? So, no, that's fine right now. When you're in, thank you, when you're in the class, yeah, when you're walking, we don't skip. When
never at the end
you're
of
in
the day.
class, where should it be? Okay, and you can use it as a toy. Absolutely not, okay?
He wasn't even supposed to have it. I took it, it had to stay on my desk. He must have came in and took it without telling me. He was not supposed to put it there. I said you can have it at the end of the day.
Hold up, right there, to your right, as he was spinning it as fast as he could get it going on the table. Austin's like, I kind of want one of those. I'm like, well, I'm gonna take Sarah's. He goes, well, then give it to me.
Have your pick.
That's what he said. I ordered one from like China for a long time, so it never came. Oh, no, that's a problem. You ordered from China, you dingbat. He just tries to get that deal. So I said, Tom, I'll give you your money back. So it was $2. So you do not need to try to be crazy.
Here there was 3 boys in the bag with all 3 of them just going like this.
Well, they're supposed to be doing that.
Like email.
And that's not, and I almost would have, because you know what, Mason's mom will be the first one to say it helps him. So what I want to do, you should have took your phone out and video it. Because then you could have shown.
And you even kind of scolded me. I said, "This is rude," because, oh, Alex,